Hey guys, welcome back to the Smith's Euro YouTube channel. Today we're back again working on the Jetta coupe. So you guys should have seen by now, I've already had some videos on weight reduction basically in this chassis. Remember, this is our all-motor drag car and we want this thing to be as light as possible for our needs. So there's still going to be things that we leave in that others wouldn't, but yeah. So anyway, in the last episode, you guys should have seen that we did the dry ice. We spent an entire day today cleaning the whole inside of the car. You can see it looks really good now. So all the insulation all the leftover residue stuff has been wire wheeled off. Anything else has been, oof, that's a rough sound. And everything else has been scraped off that had to be scraped off. So the whole dash is now clean. Should have probably kept all that and measured it, see how much that weighed, but yeah, oh well. Today we're gonna be doing something that I think pretty much anyone has thought about in their pursuit of race cars and even just street cars, and especially a Volkswagen one. This car came with a sunroof, and today we are going to be taking it out. So I've looked up many things. No one makes a direct panel for this delete, and the way I want to do it is the way, again, that makes the most sense to me. What we're going to be doing is, you see this is an entire piece to the top of the roof from here all the way back to here. Now my thought process is we don't need it. We don't need any of that. So I'm going to be taking this entire structure out of the car. Obviously a lot of people are going to think that it's kind of sketchy, it will make the car weak, all this and that. But if it was a steel body car with no sunroof, it would simply just have more ribs up there. So you can see this rib right here. This is kind of a separate piece to this. It's spot welded in, so I'll have to de-spot weld this part and trim it off of here. And that rib will be going back in the car to add the structural rigidity to the roof. So yeah, we got a lot of cutting to do. I'll go over all that when we get there. Well, what are we gonna be replacing it with if you can't find anything? Well, I've always wanted to do something with carbon fiber. I decided to buy some random carbon fiber. So this is 2x2 twill, and it's 3K carbon. I don't know enough about carbon, but I'm gonna have to figure it out, basically. Hopefully everything works out. I'm gonna try to get it all done in one video. We're going to be getting this to where it'll just be a really nice fit, and we're not going to bond it to the car, because as I keep digging into this car, I keep finding issues, and at this point we're just gonna bite the bullet and we're going to paint it here ourselves. And yeah, it's ugly, so we gotta make it pretty. So that's why I'm not gonna be bonding this in. I'm gonna get it to where everything's a real nice fit, and then I'll tell you how I would have bonded it, but that'll be down the road. And then we'll just basically, after this part's done, then I gotta fix some rust spots, and then I think we'll probably get into painting. Like I said, it keeps going out of control, but yeah, there's lots more on this car. So I'm gonna get in there and get you guys set up and show you the tools I'm gonna be using and the spots that we need to cut out. I will also link an old, it might be Vortex, but there's an old forum thread where a guy actually takes it out, and I'm kind of gonna be doing a similar thing. He had a different end result, yeah, but it's kind of similar, so I'll link that in the description too. I think the first course of action is to open Gotta open the sunroof, so put some pliers on here and see if I can get it open. So with the sunroof open, you'll see like these, let's see if I can see it with you. See how this kind of like lip ridge, here's the sunroof and it comes down, this lip ridge comes all the way down and back up. Well, it's like that kind of all the way around. See where it dives down? And that's where the spot welds are. That's what holds the frame of the sunroof into the body of the car. What I'm trying to do is find all the spot weld holes, and it's proving pretty difficult. First of all, you gotta get a hammer, hold this stupid shade down. See, I had to wire wheel down and across, and there's a bunch. There might be a little bit different ones on your car, but yeah, they're going all the way across like that. Maybe you'll see the divots. When you find the divots, that's a spot weld. And these ones were pretty hard to see over here. The wire wheeling really helped. And what also helped is that you can see the spot welds on the inside. So like right there, that's a spot weld. But obviously it'd be really hard to cut it in here. So I just kind of held my finger to it, went down like this, and then back up, looked at it and kind of found where it was there. That's the way it made the most sense to me anyway. One good thing about these is that you don't have to worry about trying to save the metal and not go through the body of the car, because this lip is the only body of the car part that's going to be left. So you're already drilling through it, you know what I mean? So you can just ream through every single one of these spot welds, and then we can get on to the inside of the car, where we will have to use a grinder and cut the lip off of the body of the car, which are like these and that. We'll get to that in a second, but right now I'm just gonna start doing a bunch of spot welds. I'll show a couple of them, I guess, but you guys have probably seen enough over the past 5-6 videos. There's been a lot of spot weld cutting. Okay guys, so since I got all these spot welds loose, what I'm doing is I'm getting a chisel. Hopefully you guys can see this. And like at the bottom edge right here, I'm just tapping it and whacking my hammer through, and then I just ran it down like that. And I got this whole edge to pop. You should be able to see it flex. Hopefully you got that, but this entire side is totally free from the sunroof. Now I just have to do the same thing along that edge and that edge, and I'll spare you that and just show you it when it's done. I thought this was kind of funny, is that I'm sure people are going to be worried about the structural integrity of the roof, but right now I only have this side completely popped off. So basically this entire structure is still in the car, but look at the so that's how much the roof flexes with the complete structure in there OEM. So I think I'll be fine. Okay guys, I just finished the last little section here. If you're doing this at home, you can kind of follow my little guidelines on the holes. And also guys, so now the entire skin's loose, and it still flops the same amount. So remember, we're painting the car, but we're not putting like mud or anything in the car. So even if there's a little bit more flex than factory, I think it'll be just fine, because we're gonna be bonding with like 3M panel bond or whatever, you know, body shops use or whatever. That's what we're gonna be gluing the carbon fiber roof to. So I think it'll make it plenty structural. So now I'm gonna clean up here, and then yeah, we'll get down underneath, start cutting. Now down inside the car, it looks like there's only 3 spots that we have to cut out. So you have this welded little seam right here. You have this piece runs up and into there, and then I thought there was one more. Huh, maybe there's only 2. Okay, so there's only 2 seams inside the car that we gotta cut. I'm gonna see if it looks better on the other side, so give me a minute. So we have this little connection. You can see the OEM booger welds. So it runs along this panel right here, up and in. And you see those booger welds. We gotta grind through those. And then back here, same type of thing. You have these like OEM booger welds off the side. So there's only those 4 spots to cut through. And after that, everything is technically glued in. It's not a hard amount of glue, but it's enough to probably cause an issue. You can like put like up in here, you can either heat everything up and pull it down, or try to put like a saw blade through it or a razor knife. I think what I'm gonna do is go from the top and just put my heat gun kind of following around, and I'm gonna be like pushing down. I think that'll work. We'll see. And all this stuff's, you know, household tools. So I got a big grinder with a big bastard disc on it. I think it's 4.5. It's a 4.5 inch DeWalt disc. These things rip and they're dangerous, so be careful, wear PPE, all that kind of stuff. But I want to get to cutting it. They got all those seam welds cut out, and then now you can see how it's glued in up along in there. Let's see, it's better. You can see around there. We're gonna heat it up top and just kind of pry down, and hopefully it comes right out. So now we're got the heat gun on it, and you can see the whole sunroof is ready to just come out. So we're gonna struggle with it for a bit and try to get it out. So I took my heat gun and I was running it across, and then I took my flat blade scraper without putting any real pressure on the roof and just pushed across, because you don't want to damage up here. And then once I cut all the way through with the scraper, I just put my hook pick in here and I yank down, and then now it's nice and free. The sides are the only thing holding us up, so we gotta probably apply some more heat up top and pry in better locations, I guess. But yeah, it's close to coming out. So we forgot to actually take the sunroof out, not because we're taking the housing out. We forgot to take the sunroof out. So it's a bunch of screws all the way around here and 2 under here, and then now this whole assembly should come up and out. So that's out. Now we can go back to pulling down the frame inside the car. This side just pops free. Your side, maybe. Alright, I think now is the time to cut these. I'll cut these guys. Here, you'll have to cut your front ones. You know what? I think it's glued in the center. Yep, it's glued right in the center. Glued at that center brace. I'm pretty sure it's welded to it, so we gotta get that loose. Back in a second. I'm trying here, guys. It's taking a while, but there's this one brace. It runs across the top, and my the cutoff disc that I had wasn't long enough. If you have like a 6-inch disc, you'd be able to get up there and touch the spot welds right there, but I didn't have anything that big, so I had to do a terrible thing and just cut it inside here because I'm already this far and I want it out. So I cut across there with my body saw, and now I'm going to try it again, try to rip it out. We got it out, guys. Oh, that's pretty heavy. Alright guys, so there's the sunroof panel. Oh, that's pretty heavy too. And then the whole sunroof frame of the car is pretty heavy on its own. Here's how it looks in the car. Like it's fine, and it's still the same amount of flimsy. Nothing serious. Now this piece right here, I'm going to have to epoxy, like seam sealer. Like I'll get the 3M like window weld or the panel bond. I'll do the panel bond for that too. And up here, this is what's gonna kind of be our flange for the carbon fiber sunroof delete panel. And there is, I want to take this bracing off of here if I can, and definitely this bracing, and put it back in the car. So as of now, the sunroof is totally deleted. I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to, I don't know if I'll get this all in one episode, guys. That took a lot. But hey, look, the roof's not warped or anything, so we're in good shape. It's a good start. But what I am going to do before this episode's over is I'm going to weigh the combined sunroof and sunroof frame. I'm hoping that this it feels to me like 30 pounds. We'll see. Get the scale, put everything in a tote, see how much it weighs. All right, so here's all the stuff. It's about as accurate as I can get it, a measurement. And I'll try to get you guys right there. Lift up. Back down. Here's what we got. Looks like 35.8, so 36 pounds, damn near 40 pounds out of just the sunroof. Dude, it's a lot of weight. And with the carbon stuff going back in, I think we're definitely I'll remeasure it, but no matter what, we're gaining 30 pounds, or sorry, we're losing 30 pounds. So I think that's a it's just awesome. And it's technically it's free. That took a little bit of hassle, but let me run over the spots for you guys one more time. Okay, so everything, remember, was glued in, and everything was spot welded in. So we had to get all the spot welds out. Right here is where one of the braces ran across. It ran across the front of the sunroof, and that was the most difficult one, because if you flip it, you see right here, there's a weld here and a weld here. Now I had a 4.5 inch grinding disc, but I could not reach it. I think if you had a 5 or a 6 inch disc, you could have just gotten up here and just nicked that off, and would have been done with it. But because of that, I had to wind up getting my body saw back there and cutting across, and it was a lot of screaming, a lot of tears and butt hurt, basically. So this was one of the big spots I got with the 4.5 inch grinder, and so was this, and they're on both sides, as well as these two right here. Now with this, I plan to take this and put it back in the car. Everything was seam sealed in, so instead of welding it, I'm probably just gonna seam seal it back in. Or not seam seal, this is a panel bond, so this is a lot stronger than seam sealer, so I'll be doing that. I just gotta order some 3M stuff. And then this part here, it was welded to this, which was only spot welded in a few places and then seam sealed. So I don't know. I'm probably just gonna do the panel bond on all of it, be done with it. I think it'll be strong enough, especially when we then panel bond in the carbon fiber sunroof panel, which I guess it's gonna be in the next episode. But I'm gonna be just basically making a mold from this. Well, it's not really even gonna be a mold. I'm just gonna lay carbon. I'm gonna clean this, lay carbon over it, make one piece, pop it out, see how it fits, and then I'll layer it up. It sounds really easy, but I've never done it. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, guys, if you guys like what you saw today, give a like, comment, subscribe, and thanks again for watching. Take another look up here. The roof panel's in good shape. Yeah, thanks again for watching.